Assalamualaikum all my Psych kids. I am your fellow Psych student Rafa Mohammed, and we will be going on a journey in this episode where we will be learning about emotional maturity. In this video we'll be talking about what you feel. Why should we talk about what you feel? Because what we feel is going to be what we do. When we feel angry, what we do is going to be out of anger. So we need to know what we feel so that we can sense our behavior. Emotions. Do you know what emotion is? I bet you do, but let's refresh it together, shall we? So emotions are the feelings. We talked about this just now. The feelings aspect of consciousness, or the feelings aspect of psychology. Yes. So, emotions consist of a physical arousal and a facial expression. And lastly, we need to be aware of what we are feeling. We'll be identifying what we feel. So, what is physical arousal? That is when we get sweaty, we feel our heart beating. That is a physical arousal, okay? And for facial expressions, what is a facial expression? Look at me. I was angry just now. Or I was trying to be angry. That is a facial expression. I'm smiling right now. That is also a facial expression. Okay? And lastly, inner awareness. What am I feeling right now? And what is the emotion? Where do we feel this emotion? Like, is it at home when you're with your mother, or when you're at school with your friends? And when do you feel this? Is it when you're having a bad day, or is it in the morning right after you wake up and you're hungry? When does this emotion come to you? And then why and how will be answered when we know what we are feeling, where we are feeling it, when we are feeling it. And then we will be able to identify why we might be feeling this emotion. Also, it's very important to know who was with you at that moment, because sometimes you might get angry at class at your friend and then come back home and you'll be angry at your mother, but you're not actually angry at your mother. You're just angry at your friend and what happened in school. Happiness is a nice emotion. We feel good, we feel happy, we look good when we're smiling. And it also makes us feel like there's gonna be good things coming. We feel like our future is gonna be awesome, our day is gonna be awesome. And that is how we feel when we are happy. Because when we're feeling angry, we feel frustrated, we feel like it's not fair, we want to do something. No, we need to be able to control our anger, right? Sadness makes us feel so low. We feel like we are tired, we don't want to do anything, we feel like we lost something. When do you usually feel sad? Why do we get scared? We get scared when we tell ghost stories with our friends, or when it's night time and you want to get a glass of water, but it's dark and your parents are asleep. But fear is also good, because what if we don't feel fear? If we don't feel fear, we won't run if we see something scary. Like, what if I see a lion and it's hungry and it's looking at me and I'm like, I'm not scared. What's gonna happen? It's gonna come and it's gonna eat me. So we do need to feel scared, okay? Disgust. Why do we feel disgust? I mostly feel disgust when I have to eat greens. But you know, green is good. I think green is good for your health. Am I right? But why do when we feel disgusted, like we feel like I'm gonna vomit, or no. Now that we have talked about the 5 basic emotions, do you remember them still? You better. So we're going to talk about what emotion is. I already told you that emotion is the feeling aspect we are feeling. But you know, emotion is a state. What do I mean by a state? Emotion is it's not something permanent. We are not always going to be feeling happy. We're not always going to be feeling sad. We're not always going to be feeling angry. Will we? No, because emotion is temporary. Like right now, it's the CMCO. Your favorite cousin is in a whole other state and you can't go visit your cousin because you are here. Is it permanent? Are you always gonna be here? No, it's a situation you are in, and emotion is also very situational. Okay, unless you bottle things up and then you feel that emotion all the time, but we're gonna talk about it later. Okay, so let's talk about the situation of the state of emotion. Like, where were we when we got happy? Where were we when we got angry? Is it the same place? If it's the same place, when did we get angry and when did we get happy in that place? And if it's two different times or like even at the same time, was it the same person too? Who did we get angry at and who made us happy? Let me give you an example. For example, you wake up in the morning and it's your birthday and you have a cake waiting for you. Your mom made your cake. So at that time, in your house, on your birthday, you're going to be happy. And it's because your mother made your cake. But your little brother comes running in and he blows your candles out like, how are you going to feel in that situation? You're going to be angry, right? I hope you don't get angry at your little brother. You might get angry, but it's at the same time, in the same place, but because of what your little brother did. So you need to be able to identify when it's happening, where it is happening, and at whom it is happening, to see why. Why did you feel angry? Because your brother blew out your candles, your birthday cakes, candles. So don't get angry at your mother in the situation, right? Oh, but don't get angry at your brother either. You understand, oh, I am feeling angry. So you will feel your heartbeat raising because you're angry, and your eyes would start twitching like, oh, and you'll be like, oh, like a lion. And then what's gonna happen? Your facial expression is affecting, right? Your eyes, your face, and then your face will start getting red and people can tell you're angry. And then this is the most important part. You are going to label what you're feeling. I am angry. But you know what's more important than that? After we say I'm angry, you should say this: I am angry for now, because this is a state. It is something that's happening only now and it's not going to be forever, right? I'm not always going to be angry. So we'll be like, okay. And then when you know it is only for now, we can talk about, what can I do to make my anger go down? If I'm happy, what am I gonna do to keep, sometimes we make bad decisions when we are happy. Did you hear about that? Yeah, because when we're happy, we're likely to not think much because we're feeling so good. So we might make very, very impulsive decisions, like, so excited, I'm gonna jump, go bungee jumping. Is that a good idea though? So now we're going to find a solution, like, how. So in Islam we talk about Sabr, right? It's a very important feature to have as a Muslim. Not to have. We can grow, we can learn to have this feature. So what is this feature? It's patience, Sabr. So what is patience? It is when something difficult is happening, we persevere, we don't do something bad, we refrain from doing something bad, because we know that difficult situations are only temporary, right? In Islam, everything is temporary, because the dunya is temporary and we will be going to Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. So what do we do in this temporary situation when we feel angry? Like, I don't want to be nice to my friend, or like, I don't want to be studying right now because I'm sad. So what are we going to do in this situation? Because in Islam, we are not encouraging you to bottle things up. Be like, I don't feel angry, I don't feel sad, I'm always happy. No, we feel things, right? So Sabr is not hiding everything, like, I'm gonna put it all in a box and then throw away the box and then forget about it. No, like I said, we can do things to make our anger go down. Like what? We're going to sit down, lie down, make wudu, say Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, something that's going to make our anger go down. But also we can do things like, when I'm feeling anxious, like, oh my god, I'm making a video for you kids, and then I feel anxious, so I'll be like, let's tighten up, and then I'll be like, relax, right? So we do that. We control our emotion, because emotion is temporary, but everything around us is probably gonna stay for a while, like your mother, your friends, your little brother you got mad at for the candle. So we're going to first be like, okay, I'm angry, so I'm going to make my anger go down, and then be like calm, and then you're going to do something about what you're feeling, like talk to your friend. Because if you're still angry when you talk to your friend, you're probably gonna yell at your friend and say something mean, and then you might lose your friend. So what are we going to do? You're going to be like, okay, calm down, and then you'll be like, friend, I feel this, and then you can talk to your friend or your brother, like, yo, that was my candle, and maybe your mom is gonna get you a new candle and put it there, right? What did we learn? That emotion is temporary. It is a state. It is not permanent. And what else did we learn? That we can identify what we are feeling by looking at why we are feeling it, right? How do we understand why we are feeling it? We look at who was that, when was this, and where did it happen, so that we can understand the situation that we felt that emotion in. So just to make sure that the Psychkids understood what we have been learning today, you're going to do a little task, and it's going to be fun. You're going to use, it's very simple. So just gonna write in red, what made you feel angry today? And in yellow, I didn't have a yellow pen, so you're gonna write in black, in any color, orange, what made you happy, okay? And then in blue, you're gonna write something that made you sad. And in purple, you're gonna write something that got you scared, a Jane story. Interesting. And in green, you're gonna write what made you feel disgusted. My pen ran out of ink halfway through. So I hope you do this, because when you do this, you should also think about, where did you feel this, when did you feel this, and who made you feel this way, so that you can understand why you felt what you felt. So this is wrapping things up. Goodbye. See you guys in the second episode. Have fun. Stay safe. Wassalamualaikum.